Hello, my name is Bonnie J, and I want to welcome you to my first ASL class. I've set up a Facebook group called ASL with Bonnie and Friends. So, my goal is to help you just start the learning process and become comfortable and just progress however far you want to go. So, to start with, hello again for the people who joined my Facebook Live before. My name, like I said, is Bonnie, and my sign name, I smile a lot. So it's like drawing a smile with the letter B, Bonnie. Not to be confused with beer, Bonnie. So today I want to offer first some tips with learning. And I'm letting you know and warning you that later on I won't be doing voice. I will start like turning off my voice and just speak once in a while for more clarification, because it's the best way to learn. So I think we're ready, and I want to first give you the tips with learning. First of all, watch ASL videos online or news without captions. Why? That builds your brain's need to know. Your brain starts to say, what is up? I don't understand. I need to figure this out. Is there something dangerous happening or something exciting? So your brain will start to just like, okay, I have to figure it out. And it sets you up to get ready to really build connections and learn. And you pick up on subtle things like, facial expression is important, of course, but maybe you'll notice eye gaze. If I'm telling a story and there's an adult and a child, eye gaze will be different. So maybe I will have the adult will be like looking down at the child, and the child will, when that's that kid's perspective, looking up. I want what? No. So there are different things you will pick up on. You need to know that ASL is different compared with English. Of course, it is its own language. One example is if I said in more strict ASL, I will say it in English first. I want to go to the store now. Do you want to go with me? ASL would be time first, now, store, and I normally would add like which way, over there, whatever store I go to. Go with me? And you see this? Well, when your eyebrows come together like this, that means you need to answer a question. If it's just this, it's normally yes or no. If it's this together, and you have the little wrinkly thing happening here, that means I need like a sentence. I need more than yes or no answer. Like, see that? Your name? So, and then the last thing, while you're watching those videos, you will pick up, I want you to think about these things. How many characters are involved in the story? do you think happened? And which emotions or attitudes did you notice? So there's this. Oh, I don't know. Hopefully it's not backwards for you. It looks backwards on my screen. I'll have to figure that whole business out. But anyway, so we will go ahead and start with our other information. We're going to talk about your signing space. Most of the signs will have kind of like a box that they stay inside. While your storytelling, and maybe will be different because it gets really excited and big, or mad, or really down here small. So you can have a lot of differences with your signing space, but normally it's in this area so that it's easier on your body. The movements can flow like from one sign to the next, to the next, to the next, to the next. And it's just easier on your body and easier to read. Hand orientation. That means which way your hand is facing. This. And you will have different hand shapes. For one example, this hand shape is called the 3, 1, 2, 3, not 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3 hand shape, and it represents different things, normally involving vehicles like cars driving along, slipping and sliding around or whatever. So things can become represented by a shape and not necessarily mean a specific word. Don't try to fit English with ASL or the opposite. They are different languages. So the one thing later that we will do too is practice doing some hand-shaped stories, maybe. We will do just some describing things, not using signs, but using CL classifiers. So like this would be like a big pole, or a little skinny pole, or a little plate, or a big plate, or this like this could be like coins or dots or buttons, different things that they describe. And I want to emphasize that facial expression is really important. With the English language, most English-speaking countries, we tend to be less expressive. And with a sign language, your tone, so mad, happy, disapproving, whatever, is here in your voice, right? But if you can't hear, it needs to show up on your face or also in your body. Like, so for one example, just the word fine. Here's the sign for it. Fine. There's, that's fine. Or fine. Or this is also like fancy, but wow, That'd be really fine. Yeah, I like that. So the expression shows the difference with the meaning, right? There is also negation. So I could say, I like that. I like that. Or don't like, don't like. I don't want it. Don't want it. So sometimes there was a specific sign that would be used for it, like want, don't want, or just this head shake's telling you no, no. Going? Yeah. So set up those things, and I think we'll just move on and start with your ABCs. If you're already familiar with them, that's fine. You can just skip this part, or while I'm doing it, I will offer some tips that help too. So either way, decide yourselves. Are we ready for your ABCs? A. See this like the round part of your A and your little tail on the side. A. B. Now you notice most of these face forward. B. Palm is out. B. That's the shape. B. Now if I were left-handed, B. You just use whichever hand is dominant for you. A, B, C. Easy, it looks like a C. C. D. A lot of people, when they're starting, like, confuse D and F. F, F, D. Look at that straight line, like in the letter. That looks like a D. D. E. That can be closed E or open E. E. Either one is correct. E, E. F. See that shape? F. G. This, see that? There you go, there you go, G. Now, that same hand shape, if you do it down, is a Q. But notice what I'm doing here. You see this? I'm not doing this for Q, because that is hard on your wrist. It's hard to do. And I'm also keeping all of this relaxed. I'm not going A, B, C. Relax. A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H. G, H. G, H. If you imagine this with your little crossbar for the letter H. I. Look at that. See, that is just a little I. And if you imagine yourself dotting it, maybe it will help you remember it. I. Beep. I. J. Just draw it. J. With your pinky. J. K. A lot of people struggle with this one. Finger up. Middle finger out. See this? Straight out. Then your thumb comes over here and supports right there. K. And it kind of looks like a letter K. 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 L. Easy, huh? L. M. Oh. M in cursive. 1, 2, 3 bumps. 1, 2, 3. M. Open or closed. Either one. M. M. N. N. 2 bumps. 1, 2, N. Open, closed. Oh! See that? Oh. Looks like an O. P. There we go. That hand shape, remember? Pointer up, middle out, support it, and turn it down. P. K. P. K. P. P. Q. There's that. So you can kind of see the thumb sticking out here. Not super, super important, but there it is. It's that hand shape, like the G. G that turns down. Q. G, Q. G, Q. See what I've done? Instead of turning my wrist down, I've lifted my elbow up so that I don't have a big bend here, because that can cause repetitive motion injury after a while. Q. So P, Q, R. And R is a twisty letter. R. R. S. S. There's an A with a little sidebar. And an S. It helped me to memorize which way was A or S when I finally was like, oh, socket. Bam! S. Like you're getting ready to punch something, or socket. S. S. T. There's your lines. There are your lines right there. It could be open T, closed T. Open, closed. Open T, closed T. U. Right there. There's a nice round bottom for the U. There's the V. Sharp V. U, V. V. W. Easy. Looks like a W. X. Pointer up. Bend it. X. Y. Looks like a letter Y. And Z. 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 You draw it with your pointer finger, Z. So I'm going to back up and do it with me. And I also want to tell you, did you notice when I signed my name, B-O-N-N-I-E, I slid it, N-N. N-N. That's correct, but a little bit harder to do. N-N. That's awkward. B-O-N-N-I-E. Okay, so now we'll go back and start our ABCs together. Do it with me, because that helps it stick. Okay, ready? A. B. C. D. E. 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 F. That shape right there. F. G. This shape, remember? G. H. G. H. G. H. I. Beep. If that helps you remember, think of dotting it. I. J. Draw it. K. Pointer up. Lift that one out. And support it. K. K. L. M. M, open M, closed M. Open, closed, M. N, open M, closed N. M, 1, 2, 3, N, 1, 2. O, P. Remember, there's that pointer up, this one out, support it, and point it down. P, Q, same as the G, but it's gonna go down. Q, Q, P, Q, R, twisty, S, bam, sock 'em, S, T, open T, closed T, open, closed, either one. U, remember the soft bottom, rounded. V, sharp, V, U, V. W, boom, boom, boom. X, that pointer finger, curve it, X. Y, bump, bump, bump. Z, A, B, C, D, E, F, G, and so on. If you don't know, there's also a way you can set up your time on the how fast, your speed for the signing, so you can slow it down for your ABCs if you need it slower than I did. Okay, and I want to just encourage you to practice, hopefully with someone else. I will be adding some links. My favorite learning website is called ASL University, UNIVERSITY.com, and they have free lesson plans. And the man who developed it, his name is Bill Vickers, and he is deaf himself. He has a PhD, a doctorate degree, and he researched the most frequently used signs and developed a curriculum from that. And then we will have some other like story videos that we'll add links to. And my plan is for 5 days a week, I will be posting, and I encourage you to join me. So welcome, subscribe, invite other people, whatever you need to do. Let's practice together and learn. Thank you. Bye.